Welcome to the next installment in the Tengu interview series, Hyping for Worlds. And today I'm joined with bs45, who several people have said will win Worlds. So, bs45, tell us about yourself.
Hi guys, I'm bs45. I'm a Canadian retro player, mostly known for putting infinities on the map. I guess we could start with how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Around the same time as when the Cyber Dragon structured deck came out. And I really got into modern competitive during the Secret Forces, where I played Ritual Beast, or what I like to call Win Infinities, because they abused a lot of the combo mechanics of banishing, and I tried to implement that into my current Tengu deck. I guess I stopped playing Modern during the time Mystic Mind got banned in 2022. I got into retro formats during the pandemic, mainly Edison, where I played Fairies and Hero Frogs. And I basically got into Tengu Plant format through the online tournaments around the same time.
I think everyone already knows the answer to this, but what did you qualify with, and did you pass down or gatekeep any event?
Right, so I qualified with my patented Infinity deck. And I think I received pass down from Kyle and Himne during the World Qualifiers #2. I don't believe I stopped anyone from getting their invite because I played multiple tournaments and I don't normally win the tournament. I normally just top four the tournament. So I don't think I've ever stopped anyone from getting their invite.
All pressure on you. Who do you think will win Worlds this year?
That's a really tough question. I wouldn't bet on me because I don't think I've won any events leading up to Worlds. And despite entering a lot of online tournaments, I just haven't won one. I wouldn't be surprised if Himne wins it for the third time in a row. If it's not Himne though, I'd put my money on Tia since he's the best plant player. And his deck is generally super good into my deck. A controversial take would probably be Pro Storm as well, because based on how he played during Tengu Tesso #5, or #9, sorry, he played extremely well against me in the tournament, and he just has a really good understanding on, I guess, Infinity's choke point. So I say those are the main people I have an eye on.
Tengu has shifted a lot, several people even mentioning your deck in particular. So how would you say, as part of the driver between these changes, that Tengu has changed from 2024 to 2025?
I guess with the popularity of Infernity, you see more decks oriented for combo decks. So we see I guess more hand traps main, a lot of ways to prevent the combo from actually happening. So you see a lot of hand traps, more interaction pieces, just ways to stop the opponent from going plus infinity. We also saw decline of popular control decks, like said in previous interviews. I'm happy that we see less Necro Valleys and Macrocosmo. So that's something I'm really happy to see. For example, Jaina's Macro Pile. That was a deck that I didn't really want to see in tournaments. I think there's also more overall innovation. We also saw some cool lists from Alpha EXE during his World Champion Qualifier 4, where he brought Gen X Undyne, Frog Monarchs, and I looked at the list and looked pretty interesting. And I don't know, there's still a lot of innovation happening. We see Arfio trying different ways of playing TGs. Normally it's played as a control deck, and now he's trying to make it more into a synchro combo deck. So I really think that with the way the meta is going, I think decks are just being more fast and more combo oriented, and just trying to have ways of plussing early on in the games just to have more advantage.
I would say that you're one of the players who started playing later towards Yu-Gi-Oh's lifespan compared to me, Himna, Halfar, and so on. Do you think that the mindset, because I also have taken inspiration from modern deck building when constructing my decks, do you think that is a part of the reason for the increase in speed of the format? And in specific to you, do you bring that mindset to when you're constructing your decks?
Yeah, definitely. So I guess I had been playing Modern for quite a long time, since 2022. So I do have the mindset of trying to figure out ways to optimize the combo, how to play around different interactions like Maxi, Baylor, DD Crow. and I guess Solemn Warning at this point. So I just try and make my deck as like streamlined as possible to play around these cards. So like for example with like Maxi, you can't really play around it. So I normally just like try and like stop as early as possible, like get Archfiend on board, search a trap. For like Veiler, you try and eat the Veiler with the turn 1 tour guide, just so that the rest of your like later plays you could have no interruptions. I guess with the modern deck approach idea is just to like figure out ways to combo turn 1 as quick as possible with little to no interaction.
And maybe your previous answer will relate to this, but what would you say is your most hot take about the format?
That's a good one. I'd probably say that Ghost Arc should probably be played in more decks, especially like decks that run Tour Guide, since Ghost Arc could basically get any powerful spells, or you could even get like monsters with Tour Guide and Levier, and I think it should replace Pot of Duality as a consistency card.
Whew, it's getting spicy in here.
That's my hot take.
Is there anything else that you want to say? To me, to the audience, to the other players qualified, or to those looking to qualify?
Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to like give a huge shout out to like yourselves for just giving us a place to voice our ideas and thoughts through these interviews. That's just like something that is really like nice, and you just have a platform to allow people to like show their ideas and innovate. I would also like to shout out like the mods, like Simply, Quinning, and Jaina. Without them, this would not be possible to have such a like nice community. And I guess my last comment is good luck to the rest of the world participants.
Do you speak French as well?
Yes, I do. I speak English and French.
Is there anything you want to say in French before I end the video?
Bonne chance.
Thank you. And that's all for this time. Are you qualified for Tengu World Championship and want to talk to me about it? Let me know.